Hi everybody, glad you're back. I have a new flow for you that I think is absolutely going to be helpful for you as you continue to get your body into a better shape, to feel well and to feel strong in your body, especially if you are a new mom tackling the new tasks and responsibilities of caring for yourself while caring for another human being. So I hope this helps, and I hope you just have fun with it, and I'll see you in the next video.
And when you're ready, come join me on the mat. You can grab a yoga ball, Pilates ball if you have one, but you don't have to have one, it's not necessary. And as usual, I begin with a silent meditation, taking a deep breath, lowering the shoulders, and when you're ready, I want you to just grab your ball. And once again, you can always just omit the ball and do the postures. So if you have a ball, you're going to lean over it like so, or you can just go into a child's pose. This is one of my favorite ways to use the ball. It's so relaxing. It stretches the arms and the back really well. Just rock here. You can stretch out a little bit more, doing a straight back stretch. And then lifting the ball up over your head and then lowering it right in front of the shoulders. Do this again. Inhale as you lift. Exhale, lowering the ball. You can go behind, bending the elbows, and then lower. One more time. And lower back down. Stretch back out. And lift up gently. Letting go of the ball for a moment. I think my ball is just kind of going loose here. I'm going to stick it under the bench. And let's just go on our backs, lifting the legs up to the sky, and then straightening the arms above the shoulders. Flex the feet, then point. Flex, point, flex. And now we're going to slowly lower one leg and then lift, aligning it back up. Lower the opposite leg, then lift. Lower, lift. Now add the arms, lifting them above the head and then straightening them back up with each leg. Lower one leg, lower the arms, and lift them both together. This is a really good alignment routine. And I just love how it feels on my back and my core. Breathing. And when you've had enough, tap each foot and then lift it back into your tabletop. The knees are right above the hips, tapping the toe and lifting back up into your tabletop. Straighten the legs above and then scissor down all the way, crisscrossing your feet until they lay flat on the mat. Straighten the arms overhead, stretch, and then bend the knees to sit back up. You're going to grab your ball if you have one. If not, you can still do this motion. So the ball will go inside of the legs, holding the ball secure. Hands are on the thighs as you rock on your back, lifting the ball up and then lowering and rocking back onto a seated position. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to recenter myself. Make sure you have a nice grip and then gently rock, lifting the legs above head, bending the knees, and then rocking back up to a seated position. Beautiful. And do this as many times as you need. Now you're going to grab the ball, sitting straight up. You're going to rock from side to side and then lift it up and lift the knees to tap with your shin. Staying centered and doing as many rotations as you feel. And then gently place the ball back on the mat and roll from side to side with your arms extended over the ball. Now we're going to move into all fours in a tabletop position. Hands are under the shoulders, knees are under the hips, and straighten the left foot to the back of the mat. Inhale, lift, and begin to point and flex the foot. Flexing and pointing. Now lift the right hand and place it behind the head. You can always omit that and keep your hand on the mat. Flexing. And then gently rotate the leg in a circle, placing the right hand back on the mat. And reverse the circle in the opposite direction. Keep it nice and smooth and slow, opening up the hip and toning the muscles. And then pull it through into a lunge and lift the left arm. Your right hand is on the inside of the left foot. And then lift the torso, arms are out to a T, looking over the left shoulder. Lift up, palms touch, lower to heart center. Lower the body back down, straighten the left foot back, and lift up into a side plank. Extending the hand up, the right hand. You can always omit this. Extend the hand up above the head, back up, and then lower the hand back down, turning the body toward the mat. And do one push-up. And lower the knees. And do a few barrel rolls with the torso, just taking the torso in a nice circle and then reversing that circle. We're going to do the opposite side. Right foot, stretch it back, flex and point the foot. Flex, point. Left hand goes to the back of the head if you'd like. Flexing. And then lower the hand while you do a few rotations with the leg. Nice and smooth. We're toning those muscles, lubricating the hip. Then go in the opposite direction here. Supporting through your core. Pull it through. Doesn't have to be pretty. Left hand goes on the inner side of that foot. Right hand lifts. I'm just checking my baby monitor. All right. Lifting up Arms are out to a T. Lifting up to the sky, palms touch, lower to heart center, lower the hands, and bring the leg back into an upward facing dog. And then lifting up and lowering into a push-up, if that's okay. And now we're going to do a side plank on the opposite side. The left hand is lifting up. You can always extend it overhead. Coming back up. Reverse back, facing the mat. Upward facing dog, child's pose. Take a moment to breathe and recenter yourself. And slowly lift up into a downward dog. If you'd like to add a ball, I'm just resting my head on a ball, my elbows, just kind of rotating forwards and backwards. And then resting my arms over the ball, getting a nice stretch through the hamstrings. And then when you're done with that, go back into your downward dog with your hands. And then slowly lower down and lift back up. Just doing some spine articulation. And now coming down to the floor, you can add your ball or not. You're going to place it behind you. We're going to do a gentle back bend. Now this might not be something that's currently in your practice, but this is a gentle way to introduce it. Feel free to omit it. You can stretch your arms above head. And when you're ready, slowly lifting up, gently coming out of the back bend. And then coming forward, taking the spine in the opposite direction into a child's pose. Another way to do this is to take the right hand and just touch the heel, lifting the left arm up and then reversing it. Left hand touches the foot, right arm lifts. And of course, if you want to go into a full back bend, you can do both heels at the same time. And lifting back up, come down into a child's pose. Once again, whenever you're taking the spine all the way back, you want to bring it all the way forward to balance back out the spine. And this is a few cat-cows here, lifting the spine and then reversing into a cow. And then I want you to gently come all the way down to the mat, lower your back down. And when you're ready, slowly lifting the torso up, starting from the lower spine, all the way up through the shoulders. Palms are facing the earth. If you want to add a lift, that's not necessary, just an advanced posture. Then add a lifted leg. And then lower it back down. You can always grab your hands underneath if that feels okay. And then slowly lower back down. We're going to try this again. Roll up from the lower sacrum all the way up to the shoulders. If you did do a lift, then do the opposite side. You can hold the palms if that feels okay. And then lower that foot back down. Heels are planted to the earth, supporting through your core. And then slowly lower it back down. Pull your knees into the chest, wrap your arms around them, and begin to rock from side to side. Gently massaging the back, the lower spine. And then slowly extend the legs to the sky. Palms are on the earth as you lower the heels toward the mat. And of course, you can always just bend one leg and lower both down. And when you're ready, take a deep breath. Allowing the body to be still until only the breath is moving. And when you're ready, roll over to your favorite side into the fetal position, knees bent. This represents a rebirth, a new start. And when you're ready, lift up into a seated position. Thank you for your practice, for your presence. Namaste. Thank you guys for being here, and I will see you in the next video.